Hello, welcome back to Inner Kid Keto. I am Linda Schiller-Hanna, and this is lesson 16. And I'm wearing this getup today because today's topic is triggered anger. I believe in lesson 2, we talked about anger and fear living in the same pocket, and they said, watch out for someone wearing red and black. Well, here I am. I got my anger triggered yesterday. So I want to talk about what that entailed for me, what that brought up for me, what I'm learning about myself, and maybe there'll be something in here that will be helpful to you. I can tell you when this thing happened, I got freaked out. I mean, not just a little upset, really upset. This is how upset. My heart was shaking and pounding. I was triggered. And it wasn't even a direct threat. It was just talking about a person who I felt threatened about. This person's thousands of miles away from me, and the person who talked to me was thousands of miles away from me. But that didn't make a difference. In my body, I went freaked out. I happened to be in my car when it happened, and I happened to have just come out of a grocery store. And on the seat next to me was a package of grapes I had purchased for my husband. I typically on keto don't eat grapes because they're pretty sweet. I also had chocolate in the car. I didn't go to the chocolate, but I can tell you my hands were in the grapes in a New York minute. And I ate a couple. And I tried to calm down, and I ate a couple more, and I ate a couple more. And I thought, well, at least it wasn't XYZ. You can fill in the blanks. What it might have been two years ago, or even 6 months ago, or even 4 months ago. Take a breath. Have you ever been triggered? Do certain things trigger your fear, your anger? Remember we talk about fear and anger living in the same pocket? The backstory of this is this: I had unbefriended and blocked a person who I felt was losing all balance regarding boundaries, what was appropriate. I was feeling was a threat to my safety. Not necessarily a physical threat, but they were not honoring my boundaries, saying they were going to move in with me without any reason, without an invitation, without any sense of my willingness to have them move in. Don't need that. Big, unhealthy risk. I had enough life history of scary people that it was like little bombs went off in my soul. Boom, boom, boom. I tell you, I got freaked out. Seriously freaked out. This was only yesterday. I've been kind of processing this ever since. I got some boxing gloves the other day. Haven't used them yet, but it's that kind of feeling. Fortunately, I'm not one of those people who's so crazy, so out there, so vulnerable that I went postal or shot up a school. That's not my style. But I can sure tell you, I wanted to eat over this. I wanted to stomp around. I wanted to yell. I wanted to be very angry. And I was very angry. The good news is, I didn't break my diet. I didn't break my food plan. I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't yell at anyone. I processed at home in the safety of my own soul. I dressed little Linda up in fur and cave girl outfit because I'm in cave girl, she's in cave girl. She's sucking on her little pacifier. Talking to you is my pacifier. Telling you how upset I am is my pacifier. I'll bet every single one of you can think of at least one person or one thing that would push your buttons pretty darn hard. And maybe last month or last year, you might have acted out, maybe yelled at someone, maybe done something you'd regret. But maybe this time, you're not even going to eat junk over it. This time, you're ready for a healthier, happier solution. I am. Are you? So let's talk about some of the tools we can use when we're really triggered, really freaked out. We all have those days. I can tell you, my heart was shaking. My heart was beating. Boom, 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 boom. My sense of injustice was stirred. Okay, so let's take off the beast. I don't need to be a beast anymore, do I? Do I? Can I still have my serenity? Can I still have my balance without overeating, without hurting anyone, without yelling at anyone, and just kind of talk myself off the ledge? Little Linda's on the ledge. I need to get me off the ledge. So I did some self-reminding. That was then, this is now. I was less healed then. I had fewer tools then. I love myself more now. I'm calmer now. I'm clearer now. Without the numbing thing of food, wrong food, sugar food, junk food, crap food. Without the placating, numbing, denervizing, and that's not a word, but like kind of a fogginess that my antidepressants did, that kind of like shut down, turned down the volume on feelings for about 30 years. I got off those since I've been on this stuff. What do you know? I can feel my true feelings. That's a gift, that I can feel my true feelings. Because I can feel my passion. I can feel my joy. I can remember the magic of the museum and the wonderful art, and being with wonderful friends, and riding with my husband last night out to dinner. I can let good things in. And so can you. So what I noticed was that I still have a lot of upset on that particular story and that particular person. There's things I can do about it. One thing I can do is talk about it. Even talking about it to you counts. Because I'm not being a secret. The friend that brought this name up, I told her I was still not comfortable with renewing that situation. She seemed surprised. I see that as a final story. Maybe in the next dimension, maybe in the next lifetime, but for right now, boundaries are boundaries. Any of us who've had our boundaries trashed and abused will usually be retested to see, have we learned yet? Have we learned my body is sacred, my home is sacred, I am sacred? If you've been sexually abused, if you've been hit, if you've been underfed, if you've been neglected, if you've been unfairly accused of something, if you've been jailed when you were innocent, if you've been fired for a job because someone thought you were a thief and it was somebody else altogether, but you were just the new girl. That happened to me once. I got fired because I was the new girl and somebody else in the place did some theft, and they just assumed it was me. Anything can happen to trigger this stuff, right? Anything. This is life in the USA or in planet Earth in 2025. We've all had things trigger us this year. This has not been an easy 12, 24 months for probably anybody on this planet. We've all had these buttons pushed, buttons pushed, buttons pushed. You too may have been freaked out. So this is where I try to go into my spiritual stuff. I happen to love Joel Goldsmith. He's the author of many spiritual books. Here's a quote I had on the wall. God has given me dominion, and there is no power outside of me. You can look up Joel Goldsmith books. There's dozens of them. He's a wonderful spiritual mystic, Goldsmith. I'll repeat that. God has given me dominion, and there is no power outside of me. That's right. No power outside of me. Nothing to be afraid of. Not really. I'm more afraid of my reaction, my passion, my dramatic response to a simple mention of someone wanting to come back into my life. And I realized that was a lot of unfinished business. We probably all have some unfinished business. I happen to believe in multiple lives, afterlife, next life. I had one therapist tell me, if a relationship ends badly, it's not over. This is a relationship that ended badly. I recognize it's not over. And I'm mature enough to know I'm immature enough right now to not to resolve this yet, that this is still boiling. So this is something I can work on, pray on, maybe do some higher self role playing with. I'll discuss that more with you guys in another story. But for today, I just want to own it, admit that I got seriously triggered. Now, when I was in my metaphysical training for intuition development, we learned a very important sentence, and I have that on the wall there. You have all the power you need. If there is someone in your life that you see as a bully or the threat, you can silently say to their higher self, you have all the power you need. You have all the power you need. You have all the power you need. Because their soul will hear that. And people who have the truth of their power, because we all have enough power, resolve, don't need to come at us aggressively. I have said this silently in prayers to world leaders that were on what I thought threatening sides of my country's beliefs, or that I thought wanted to hurt us or other people. You have all the power you need. Insecure people tend to be bullies. Secure people can be friendly and safe. Today's opportunity is for each and every one of us to get a little more secure, a little more safe, to heal our core so we don't have to act out, hurt people, even get triggered or overeat over some scary event. Now, in reality, there was no real threat. This person's thousands of miles away. I have blocked their number. I know that even if they came to my house, they couldn't get in. my 4 little chihuahuas and my great big husband would definitely take care of it. I wouldn't have to answer the door. So there's a lot of reasons why I don't have to go, I'm dying here. A lot of logical reasons. But see, most of us overeat over illogical reasons, over trumped up emotions, over repressed stuff from our history that hasn't been worked out yet. My vision for Inner Kid Keto is to create a safe place for us to clear, heal, process, and resolve those unfinished stories so we can step forward into our life happy, healthy, whole, and not hungry for junk, but hungry for nature, beauty, happiness, friends, expression, being our real self, our healthy self, our happy self, our developed self, our creative self. As long as I let those old stories hook me back into drama, I lose serenity, balance, happiness, joy. Generally, a person can't teach you something if they haven't recently learned it. That's why the 12-step program works. People who are recently off booze are the best people to help people get off booze. I am recently off junk. I am the best person to help you get off junk in a certain sense. If you're with me here, you're probably part of my soul group. Together, we can calm down the rage, calm down the hurt, raise up the compassion and the gentleness, the self-love, balance out, clean out that which no longer serves us, the trauma from the past, the baggage from the past, the stuff from the past that doesn't fit our lifestyle, so we can naturally and healthily and happily fit into our new, lighter, brighter, happier, holy bodies without extra fluff and stuff we don't need. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you for giving me space to say my truth today. Now, I have talked, that's what I want to say about the message, but I've talked in previous sessions how we now have merch on eBay. Well, we got more merch. We've still got our little refrigerator magnets. The one that says, woohoo, this refrigerator contains food, find love elsewhere. And now we've got 3 new postcards because I am also a painter. I have Jesus the Dynamic, Jesus in Overalls, and Soulmates. And all of these are listed under Inner Kid Keto on eBay. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for joining my community. And I want to mention one more thing. A girlfriend who didn't know a lot about how it works on YouTube asked me, do you have to pay to subscribe? No, it's free. If you'd like to subscribe to our little channel, it's free. It just means I'm posting daily. It just means these will show up in your inbox daily, because that's the plan. A video a day for this whole year. God bless you, and thanks a lot for tuning in. And I hope you have good solutions when you get triggered, when you freak out, when you start to lose it, when you want to pull out the boxing gloves, or like my little dog did today. She had a good time with her toy monkey, and we have stuffed monkey fur all over the house because she had a fit too. She was probably expressing my stuff. So this has been a unfur day. God bless you. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.